Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa, and in this video I am going to be showing you how I get my hair like this. So I actually filmed my whole wash day routine yesterday, and I'm walking you through the whole weekly ritual so you can see everything I do. This has been my wash day more or less for the last 2 years, and so I attribute my whole routine and diet and lifestyle to me being able to achieve my healthiest, longest, lowest maintenance hair I've ever had my entire time being a natural. So this routine, it's very low manipulation, low tension. I don't, the only time I really touch my hair is on wash day and like putting it up and down throughout the week. And then also diet, I feel like has played a huge role in me being able to have better hair, the best hair of my life. So for the last 2 years, I've also been on a higher protein diet. And protein, the amino acids, are very important for the health of your hair, skin, and nails. So if you are on a lower protein diet and spending money on supplements for hair health, nail health, skin health, I believe you're doing yourself a great misservice, just because in the past I have been on a lower protein diet, and my hair during that time was very brittle, it was dull, it was breaking, and it really didn't grow so much. And so I definitely feel like the increased protein in my diet has contributed to my hair health. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep on rambling. Let's get into my wash day. So this is what my hair looks like before I wash it. This is actually 8-day-old hair. Usually I won't let it go that long, but I've been busy and this was the first chance I had to wash and style my hair. Okay, so I have just gotten out of the shower from washing my hair. I use this. It's New or Next of Us no strips sulfate free shampoo with avocado oil. I'm just using this, like I'm very random with what shampoo I use. Sometimes it's something super cheap, sometimes it's something kind of fancy. I really don't care what shampoo, or I care a little bit, but I'm not as particular. So yeah, I washed with this. I wash my hair once a week. And then I also deep condition once a week. And I always use this Shea Moisture Strengthen and Restore treatment mask. It smells really nice and my hair seems to like it a lot. So I didn't film this part of me washing and deep conditioning my hair in the shower for obvious reasons. But I can kind of talk you through what I do. And at a later date, I might make a video with me in a bathing suit or something weird washing my hair. But so I don't do any, I have to move fast because I have a old house and the water doesn't stay hot forever. So I will split my hair into 2 sections, and I really concentrate at the roots with the shampoo, and I'll just kind of like go down the ends. I don't scrub the length of the hair, the ends. I just kind of like mush it so that the shampoo touches all the hair. And then after I rinse, I go ahead and apply a very generous amount of deep conditioner. It's not worth using if you're not going to use enough of it. And so I'll apply a big, generous portion to each of these 2 sections and really work it in. I don't focus so much on the roots of the hair for the deep conditioner, although I do apply it to the roots and all throughout the hair. I really focus on the tips, the ends, and then I'll go ahead and do like a preliminary finger detangle. So I'll grab sections like this size. So it's just a quick finger detangle, because like I said, I have to move fast. And then after I do that, I'll let it sit for a few minutes, and then I will wash the rest of my body. And at that point, I'll put it back up into those buns that you saw a couple minutes ago. And while I'm washing the rest of my body and I have the deep conditioner sitting, then I'll go ahead and rinse the deep conditioner out, put it back into the buns while I'm in the shower, and rinse off my body, make sure I don't have any residues left anywhere on my face, on my back, armpits. And I get out the shower, come back into my bedroom, and do what I'm about to show you I'm doing right now. So the 2 products that I use post shower, post wash and deep condition are the Shea Moisture Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner from the same line as the deep conditioner. I really like the way it smells. It's the Jamaican Black Castor Oil with shea butter, peppermint, apple cider vinegar. It gives really nice slip to my hair, and it keeps it conditioned all week. Nice and moisturized all week. So I'll be using this leave-in conditioner, and then I either use homemade flaxseed gel. That's been my go-to forever, like since the last like almost 10 years. But lately I've been using this Wetline Extreme because I have been hearing great things about it for years. And I just couldn't find it. And then recently I was visiting family in North Carolina, and they had it in stock at a Target there, and I picked up a big jar. So I've been using this lately, and I like it a lot. How it compares to flaxseed gel, I don't have to use as much of this. So you'll see I'm just kind of glazing the hair. If I was using flaxseed gel, I'd be applying it very heavy-handed. And the downside of the flaxseed gel is I have to prepare it. It's an extra step. And I am a busy woman these days, so I'm really enjoying the convenience of this Wetline Extreme gel. All right. So first step, I have my hair out of those buns, and it's not soaking wet. It's just kind of damp. It's a step above damp, a step wetter than damp. And then I'm gonna start, I apply this leave-in conditioner very lightly, or just light enough, because I don't want my hair to be like really weighed down. I have very fine, fluffy, curly, kinky hair. So if I have too much product, it'll be weighed down and not give me the desired outcome that I want. And my hair can feel like tacky and greasy and stuff like that. And I want touchably soft and fluffy curls. So first I'm applying, I guess I would say like a $50 size amount to all of this hair. And I do try to focus on the parts that are exposed more. So this outside layer of the hair and the tips. And then at this point, I'm going to break this section. Uh-oh. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna break this section into 2. So at the end of this, I'm gonna have four sections of hair. And I'm not like a fussy parter. I actually am not good at parting my hair at all. So these aren't like super neat sections. I just am parting enough just to have clear sections. Okay. And then I'm gonna put a little bit more of this leave-in conditioner to these sections before I put them up in buns. And I just twist, twist, twist. Do a little bun. And alligator clip. I'll do the same back here, add a little bit more of this leave-in conditioner so everything has a nice thin coat on it, especially the ends. Extra attention on the ends. They've been with me the longest. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. Some leave-in conditioner all throughout. Little section here. All right, so now I have my hair in 4 sections, and this section I'm actually going to leave out because it's the first one I'm going to start working with. And I just do, at this point, I'm going to do a more thorough finger detangle. And this is I don't want to say the hardest part of this routine because it's very easy, very simple, straightforward, but this is the part that takes the longest. So I find something worth my attention on YouTube or a podcast and I get to work. It's going to take me probably about 30, 45 minutes to do my whole hair. But pretty much here's what I do. So I grab the section of hair that I'll be working with, and then bit by bit I am grabbing from root to tip these little sections, okay? Obviously it takes longer than using a brush. And if I'm in a hurry, I will use a brush, but when I have the time, I will go through the trouble of doing this tedious finger detangle because it really has helped me to retain length. When you're using a brush or a comb, you can kind of just rip through the hair, but I just don't do that when I can feel each strand of hair, and I feel like that the outcome of my hair, of my wash day, is better too. It gives me a more beautiful result. So I'm gonna keep on working on this, and then show you guys the next step once I have my whole, all 4 sections detangled. Alright, so I just finished detangling this one section. My first section, it took me, it only took me like 5 minutes actually, so I'm getting better at this. But I just wanted to show you, this is the amount of hair that I come away with after doing that. And obviously our hair sheds every day. With me having thick curly hair, my hair doesn't just like fall to the ground or be left in my bed like if I had straight hair, that just kind of falls away. So all my shed hair is left in my mass of curls until I do this detangling. And so I don't have a brush to compare it to, but I know that when I do brush my hair, there's a whole lot more hair that gets collected in each section. So that's just to demonstrate why finger detangling, even though it takes more effort, is worth that extra effort. Okay, so now that this section is detangled, finger detangled, I just put it up in that little bun to sit and look pretty until, where's mine? Okay, until I'm ready to put gel in, and then I'll go ahead and work on the next section. And I'll keep doing this all over my head until every section is detangled, at which point I will apply hair gel to each section. Alright, so I have just finished this last section of hair, finger detangling, right at 40 minutes. I'm gonna wrap that up. In case you're curious, this is all the hair I lost today from all the sections. Okay, next step, I am going to, if I can find it, start applying my gel. I'm going to take down that first section I detangled and show you how I do that. Okay, so for the gel, I'm not going to be like going strand by strand the way I did for the leave-in conditioner. It's going to be more of a like glaze on the hair, because if I'm too heavy-handed with this Wet Line Extreme, it gives my hair a really like gummy, tacky feel, and it takes too long to dry. So the way I do that is each of these 4 sections is going to get broken into 2. I'm just going to clip that up there. And then I'm going to take about this much of that gel. What is this, like a nickel size amount? I rub it in my hands, and then I start not all the way at the root, but pretty close, and just go all the way down, just kind of like working it in, so it's getting into the strands. And then I will apply just a little bit extra at the ends. Just to make sure Let those look nice and curly, and then I'll go back through and just kind of separate the curls a little bit. Okay, and that's one. Throw that back, grab that other section that I pinned up here, and do the same thing. And like I was saying earlier, if this was flaxseed gel, I would be a lot more heavy-handed to really saturate all the hair because it has a lighter hold. But with this, I'm just kind of coating the outside of this section of hair, working it in a bit, and then see the ends are still a little bit untouched, so I'll just go back in with just a little bit and make sure I got it on the ends. The ends are nice and coiled and not frizzy. Okay. Super quick, super easy. That's the first section, and I'm gonna do that, finish doing that to the rest of my head. Before I show you what I'm gonna do next. Okay, so at this point, I have applied gel to all sections of my hair. I'm gonna put a little bit more on this piece. This is like the last little bit of remnants of my malnourished vegan hair when I went through that suffering. And you can see that it's hanging on there, but it was never dyed, it was never bleached. It just didn't have the nutrients to be dark like the rest of my hair. So it can get a little bit crusty looking. So I put a little bit more gel on that. It deserves a little bit more love. But yeah, okay. So I have gel on all of my hair now. And the last thing I'm gonna do before I let this air dry for a little bit is just apply a little bit extra to these edges here. This is the only time I do this throughout the week. So just smooth these back. So I'm not so fuzzy around the edges. And then I'll kind of smooth down the top too. Okay, so at this point, the hair is pretty flat. And then I keep this middle part while it's drying. Tomorrow I'll flip that over to the side. But all right, so at this point I'm just gonna let it air dry for about an hour, maybe more, at least an hour. I've got to go to the farmer's market and run a couple of other errands and come back home. So I might just let it air dry all that time and just put this headband on, like a hair, it's more of like a head sock. It goes that way. So I'll just let this air dry until I leave the house. I'm gonna eat first and I'll put this on. And then when I get back home in a couple of hours, I will begin the process of stretching my hair, because this is a key kind component of my routine. I need to stretch my hair, because if I do not, so it's already begun the shrinking. This is my hair unshrunk, okay? Down past my rib cage. If I do not stretch it while it's still a little bit damp, and I just let it all the way air dry, it will be, I'm not even kidding, it will stretch up this much, like more than 50%, which it will shrink up more than 50%, which shrinkage is not a bad thing. It is a sign of healthy hair if you have curly hair, but I want to show my length. I mean, yeah, I've been patient to grow long hair. I want to have long hair, okay? So it's actually down to my hip, to the waistband on my pants now. And I can't get it stretched out that much in a dry state without flat ironing it, but I do try to keep it like about right here, just below the shoulders when it's dry. So yeah, so I'll do some stretching of my hair later and show you guys how I do that when I get back. All right, so I am back from running my errands, farmer's market, getting everything ready for when I'm going to the beach on Monday in 2 days, because today's Saturday. And so I have this thing on my head that I showed you guys earlier. I let my hair air dry how it was for about an hour, and then when I went out, I just put this on my hair, just to kind of keep it out of the wet hair out of the way. And it did dry a lot while I was out. I had the windows down in the car, but it's still damp, which is good because I want to stretch it. It's mostly really wet in the back here in the middle. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I'm going to stretch my hair. I have these elastics with the fabric around them, and I'm just going to take my hair like I was going to have pigtails, so it's still parted down the middle. I take one side, and I don't wrap these around more than once. I just loop it around. Take another one and go about an inch lower, inch and a half lower. And continue like that all the way down this trunk of hair. Oh, wow, that just broke and hurt. Okay, that's what I get for buying the cheapest ones. Okay, there's 3 on there now. And I keep going down until we get to the bottom. And I'll just leave it like that. And as you can see, it's already stretched some from this side. So it's not a super dramatic stretch, but it's enough to do what I need it to do so that I can put it in a pineapple bun tonight, and tomorrow it will be easy breezy and beautiful. Okay, let me do the same thing on this side. And this is a really gentle way of stretching the hair, so it doesn't leave it misshaped at all, except for having a pretty deep part in the middle. But all of that can be fixed tonight when I put it all together, and then tomorrow I'll do some light styling. Wake up in the morning. Yeah. Here we go. Hair is now being stretched, and I'm actually gonna put this back on my head, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna put this back on my head because I'm gonna go work out. Usually I try to have my wash day on a rest day, but it just didn't play out like that this time around. I'm gonna put this on my head while I'm working out. Okay. That's good. And then the back is still out so that it can have access to fresh air so it can dry. So yeah, I'm gonna go work out, go eat some dinner, and then I'll see you guys one more time for when I'm putting my hair up tonight so you can see how I do that. All right, so I'm back. I'm winding down for the night, hence my super cute orange working glasses. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take my hair out of these binds. Feels like my hair is pretty dry. Yes, dry enough. I'll do this other side. Okay. All right, we got all 10 of those out. And you can see my hair has remained a little stretched. It hasn't shrunken up to here, so I did a good job. And then it'll get stretched a little bit further overnight. And as you can see, it is quite flat right now. That's just how my hair dried. And I'm actually gonna put just a little tiny bit of olive oil, a very, very tiny bit, like half a dime size, on top here, just to kind of break up this gel cast. So when I put my hair in this pineapple bun in a second, it's not gonna be pulling on my edges. So I have this very stretched out satin scrunchie that I use to put my hair up every night. And what I do is I just tip over and I'll just kind of shake it, get all the hair, and then I just want to loosely gather all the hair together to the front of my head, to the front middle of my head. Yeah, I have all the hair gathered. And I keep it nice and loose because I do not want any tension on these edges, okay? I don't want any tension alopecia happening here. And I just loop it through once, twist it around, and then I'm gonna loop it through a second time. The second time I'm not gonna completely pull it through. So I've got this nice loose pineapple bun, and this works to stretch the hair gently a little bit more overnight. Even though I have some curls hanging out, that's okay, because these are the ones from way, way back, and they're still getting stretched out how I need them. Last step before I go to sleep and wake up beautiful is, or I'm not really about to go to sleep right after this. I'm probably gonna, or I actually am gonna drink some tea and do a little reading. But I've got this, let me see if I can adjust this better. Okay, so I've got this head thing. It's like a nice satin material on the inside, and it's just kind of like a hat, like a sleep cap, but it's big to fit all of my hair. And I'm just gonna pop it on over, wait, don't want to mess up my bun. Okay, so I found this on Amazon. I wouldn't be able to find it again if I tried, or I guess I can look on my past orders, because at some point I probably will want to order another one, because I've had it for a while. And then I've got my Marge Simpson going on, and it keeps my hair, I also sleep on a satin pillowcase, so it keeps my hair from getting frizzy at night. In the morning, I'll take it off, take the bun down, shake it all out, and it's easy as that. And I'll keep doing that every single night and morning until the next time I need to wash my hair. It's super low maintenance. The most work I do is today, and that's everything you saw. And other than that, the only time I touch my hair is to put it into a bun and take it out of a bun for a whole week. And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I hope this was helpful. If you're just trying to see how to do curly hair, manage curly hair, I know for me, YouTube was a lifesaver because I grew up with parents that didn't have hair like mine. So I learned how to do my hair on YouTube. And I hope this video helps somebody else out there that's on a curly hair journey and needs to know how to do their hair. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.